Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Tiffin Calvert Gymnasium. We are live with the pregame show brought to you by XCARET Mexican Restaurant for tonight's SBC River matchup between the 7-2 Tiffin Calvert Senecas and the 8-1 New Riegel Blue Jackets. I'm Nate Mullins on the call with Greg Kinn. We've got Jacob Ellis on the call with us as well tonight. Lathan Chapman on the main camera. Thanks for tuning in here with us on the pregame show. And before we get to the action tonight, folks, let's take a moment and thank all of our sponsors for allowing us to bring this ball game to you live and paywall free right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. We'd like to thank Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, Hope in Fostoria, XCARET Mexican Restaurant, National Machinery, E&R Precision Lighting, Mullins Entertainment, Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouse, STEINMETZ Signs and Graphic Inc., Studio Squared, First National Bank of Sycamore, VICEK Orthodontics, UIS Insurance and Investments, the Ohio Army National Guard, Art Lessons by Chelsea Mullins, the Advertiser Tribune, FEASEL'S Frame and Collision, Tiffin Deluxe Services, Linda S. Ritzler Accounting, and the Edward Jones Offices of Tiffin, all proud sponsors with us right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. We're just about ready for tip-off here between these two rivals, and I'm telling you what, Greg, this one is going to be a great matchup here as we've got these two teams jockeying for the second place position in the SBC River. Both these teams coming into this one at 6-1 in league play. And we're going to step aside real quick for the national anthem. We'll stay here. But the national anthem brought to you by the Calvert Pep Band. Once again, the national anthem brought to you by the Calvert Pep Band under the direction of Mr. Victor Welsh.
They decided to join us here today in the stands instead of sitting over in the little nest area over there.
I always thought that was such a cool spot, but yeah, being in the stands with the fans, that kind of brings the atmosphere out here, and yeah, it's a little bit more personal, right? Once again, thanks for tuning in here on the pregame show with us. We'll get to the starting lineups here in just a moment, but folks, this one's going to be a doozy. We got 7-2 Tiffin Calvert, 8-1 New Riegel. Both these teams having had one loss in league play, and I believe both of those losses coming at the hands. Well, let's see. New Riegel lost to Gibsonburg earlier this season by a score of 45-43. But that's really before they got this momentum rolling as they've won their last 6 games here, Greg, in the season.
And that's barely a loss.
Yes. And that Gibsonburg team, they are a scrappy bunch. They hang tough with just about anybody. The other night when we covered the Old Fort game, Old Fort, they only beat them by 3 points, and that's the league leader right now, 7-0 in league play. So that's a scrappy team. But both of these teams tonight, there's a few things that stand out to me on the stat sheet when I look at it, Jacob. When you talk about this New Riegel team, both these teams come into this game averaging about 60 points per game. But on the defensive end is where it kind of stands out. There's a little bit more of a separation on the defensive end, as New Riegel giving up about 40 points per game, Calvert at 45, but I think some of that can be attributed to that first game where Calvert played Margaretta, gave up 72 points in that first game against the Polar Bears. They've since settled in nicely defensively.
Yeah, so if you take that game out, they're giving up less than 40 a night.
Yes.
You know, you talked about some of those stats. Both these defenses holding their opponents to, mid-20s and threes.
Absolutely.
So it's not flashy defense, but it gets the job done. They get stops, and both these teams get a lot of boards.
Yes.
So no second chances.
And what's crazy is, Calvert has their big guy, Gavin Wagner, leading the way, the meat wagon down low. Averaging a double-double on the season, 19 points, double-digit rebounds. But New Riegel, really, there's not one guy on that stat sheet that stands out when it comes to rebounding. I mean, Carson Paul averaging 8.9 per game. Aiden Faith giving you 7.8 per game. But really, it's a team effort, and it always is with a Dave Losey coach team.
Yeah, and I mean, even looking at points, too, it's not really just one person. I mean, everything this New Riegel squad does involves all 5 guys on the court at all times.
That's a great point. And, you know, both these coaches bring a wealth of experience into this one.
Yeah.
2 of the most experienced coaches in the area, most tenured coaches as well. Both these coaches, over 10 years experience with these squads.
Covered a few Coach Otterbacher games.
Quite a few.
Yeah, a handful of them.
No score here in the first quarter.
Oh.
Carter Wolf pulls up from 3, no good, but the
change
offensive
that.
rebound. Grabbed by the meat wagon. And he is unable to convert on the putback. Had a block down low. Nice move to the paint.
There you go.
Bank's open.
And the bank is open for Jaden Nye as he gets the scoring underway for the Blue Jackets.
Yeah, and that turnover off the inbound, it looked like Logan Ritzler was coming to get it, and Carter Wolf didn't realize he was making a move towards him, and just a little miscommunication. Oh, it got deflected, my bad.
We'll talk about our player spotlight brought to you by VICEK Orthodontics, as tonight we're looking at Logan Ritzler and Shane Jones. For Calvert, Logan Ritzler averaging 13.6 points per game, shooting about 41% from three-point. And he's a player to watch. 3 rebounds per game, 3 assists per game, just over a steal per game. He's going to give it to you on both ends of the floor, so New Riegel going to have to watch out for him. Shane Jones, obviously, we know all about him on the baseball diamond, but on the court, he can do some damage as well. Shooting 46% from three-point land on the year, averaging just under 15 points per game. Shane Jones, number 24 for the Blue Jackets. That's our player spotlight brought to you by VICEK Orthodontics.
Oh.
Shot off the mark. And Carter Wolf grabs the rebound.
Ooh,
That pass stolen away. Alec Holman goes coast to coast and puts it up and in. It's 4-0
nice.
New Riegel.
That's a nice steal there. I think that's worth another look, isn't it?
Yeah, this Calvert team, they turn the ball over about 18 times a day. So ball control, really key for them. They've already made a couple of big mistakes.
And you'll have that when you have a young Logan Ritzler, a junior, but he hasn't had much experience with the varsity squad. So just getting used to his role as the distributor, as the point guard.
We got some points on the board for Calvert now, finally getting things rolling for him.
As
little floater.
Logan Ritzler gets us underway with a floater. And it's 4-2. Tiffin Calvert trailing by 2. Drive to the paint from Grady Otterbacher is no good. Logan DeMoss grabs the offensive rebound.
Looks like he came down with that, like the catch in the Super Bowl with the Giants and the Patriots, where he grabs it against his helmet. That's exactly what that looked like.
Oh,
Double teamed on the entry pass. Nice find as Wagner finds Logan DeMoss cutting to the basket. And it's tied at 4 apiece. Carson Paul, a little floater in the paint is no good. Carter Wolf with the rebound. Ritzler to DeMoss in the paint. DeMoss blocked from behind.
Oh my
Carson Paul with the denial.
Did you see that, Greg?
My goodness.
Wolf just ripped that out of his hands.
It was like battle down there, like a real fight.
John Schumacher checking in for Tiffin Calvert as Logan DeMoss takes a seat.
So that's the way it's going to have to be, though, in this game.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to have to fight, scratch, and claw for those rebounds.
Wagner takes the inbound under the basket, puts it up, puts it in. But we're going to get an offensive foul as they're going to get Wagner for the push-off. No, off the ball foul? Is that what it was?
Yeah, it didn't look like he pushed
I was going to say, I thought that was a shooting foul. Yeah, it's an and one.
Okay,
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And the New Riegel coaches, I don't think they agreed, but...
Well, they're saying that the foul occurred before the gather, before he went up for the shot.
Yeah, I don't know about
They're
that.
saying it was on the floor before he went up.
Looked to me like he was going up for a shot, getting smothered, and the foul was called.
I agree.
Wagner converts on the three-point play the old-fashioned way. I got to bring down the sound level on that one. That's a little hot.
We'll take them in the studio over this week, and we'll get them all leveled up.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh. Run into a wall there. A wall named Carter Wolf. Whoa!
Carter Wolf just pulled the chair out from under him there.
He got that pass and kind of just stumbled backwards with it.
Go over the starting five for both teams here in just a moment.
Really impressive, this response by the Calvert squad. Down 4-0. Quick 7-0 run just like that.
And that's the mark of a well-coached team.
You're so patient.
Gavin Wagner puts it up and in. He's got 5 points here.
The guy that's defending him, number 5, the Aiden Faith for New Riegel, only like 2 inches height difference, but I mean, gosh, Wolf is just so built.
Yeah.
Looks like so unfair down there.
Well, you got Wolf and then
nice.
Wagner, the law firm down below. The Wolf and Wagner law firm.
The law offices of Wolf and Wagner.
Nice drive to the basket. Logan Ritzler lays it up and in.
Some English on that one.
Ritzler with 4 points, 11-6 Calvert. 2:45 left to play here in the first period. Starting 5 for New Riegel tonight. Number 1, Carson Paul. Number 4, Alec Homan. Number 5, Aiden Faith. Number 13, Jaden Nye. And number 24, Shane Jones. That's your starting 5 for the New Riegel Blue Jackets. For the Calvert Senecas, number 1, Logan Ritzler. Number 10, Logan DeMoss. Number 11, Grady Otterbacher. Number 23, Carter Wolf. And number 24, Gavin Wagner. There's your starting 5 for both teams here tonight. This SBC River Clash battle for the second spot in the river.
Did you say SBC River Splash?
That's exactly. It's right there on the wall, Greg, see? And let's talk about a splash. As that one, I believe that was a 3, was it not?
Yes, it was. Let's have another look at it here. Just a beautiful shot from the outside there.
Schumacher thought about a 3, drives it, kicks to DeMoss. Actually, that's Ritzler across the court. Wagner in the paint. Spins away from the double team, but unable to convert on the shot at the basket.
I told you before, Nate, I think that should be worth half a point if it goes in and comes back out. It's not fair.
It's at least they don't have those double rims here, you know? Those are the worst.
The park rims.
Carter Klaus into the game for the Blue Jackets. He draws a double team. Kick it around. 3-point shot from Braden Schalk off the mark. And Senecas grab the rebound. Look to push. Schumacher down low to Wagner. Triple teamed. Finds Wolf, but he mishandles it.
Wow, how did he stay in bounds?
I have no idea. Wow. Excellent job. Tiptoe in the baseline by Braden Schalk.
Just subbed in with Carter Klaus, number 2, and Cameron Homan, number 12 for New Riegel.
Klaus with it at the top of the key. Pulls it back to the logo. Around the wing they go. Back over to Klaus. Drives the baseline, and he turns it over. Out of bounds. Thought that might have been poked away, but I think he just lost it.
Yeah, I think he just tried to make a move there.
Seneca's defense just aggressive man-to-man, and New Riegel taking 30 seconds each time just to even get something resembling a good look.
And that's, I mean, they've been known since John Otterbacher's been here as a team that closes out quickly on three-point shots. Yeah. They always do a great job defending the three-point perimeter. And, you know, that's one of the stats that kind of stuck out to me coming into this one. Calvert allowing 27.5% from beyond the arc. New Riegel, on the other hand, just 22% from three-point land on the season. So that's a stat to keep an eye on here, folks.
Yeah. Well, Nate, they have a lot of size, so it's easy for them to switch a lot and at least get a hand in the face of anyone who takes the three.
Yeah, that's a great point. They are very long.
Yeah.
They may not be very tall. There's not one really big guy on the team, but all of them are lengthy.
Yeah. Long and they're quick, and that's what you need to close out.
All right, Schumacher's going to get called for the reach-in from behind. Maybe just a little too physical on that one. The crowd didn't agree, but that'll be the second team foul here in the first quarter. 14.5 seconds left. New Riegel basketball. Alec Homan inbounds to Carter Klaus. Down to 10 seconds. Klaus rolls off the screen. Nice closeout by Schumacher. Stolen away by DeMoss.
It's gotta go.
3 seconds. 2, 1. Otterbacher from midcourt. No good. Off the mark. And that is the end of the first quarter. Tiffin Calvert leading New Riegel 11-9. We'll step aside, take a timeout. We'll come back. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
It's the gift that keeps on giving. You're watching Hoops on Hoops.
Heart of Ohio Sports gives fans the access they want when they want it. And the athletes get the coverage they deserve. Our broadcasts are free, and they always will be. We don't hide behind a paywall. When my family can't come to the games, they always watch on Heart of Ohio Sports.
UIS Insurance and Investments, your hometown agency, providing a full range of insurance and financial services with a local touch. Contact your homegrown agent, Sam Schelt-Palm, for a professional review today at 419-447-4242, extension 1132. You're watching high school basketball right here on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State. Welcome back to Tiffin Calvert Gymnasium. We start the second quarter. Tiffin Calvert leading New Riegel 11-9. Nate Mullins on the call with you here. Greg the Wizard Kinn running the controls, making us look good. Jacob Ellis helping out on the call as well. And Lathan Chapman, his first full game running the camera here tonight, so make sure you tell him he's doing a great job, folks.
He is doing a great job, especially it's a tight gym and it's a little hard to shoot in here.
Absolutely.
Especially when you get down to each end of the court, and he's doing a fantastic job of following the action.
Oh, yeah.
Floating runner in the paint's no good by Cameron Homan. Now he's going to get three-point shot. That was blocked.
Wow.
Nice closeout. I think that was Otterbacher with the block there. Carter Wolf closes out on the three-point shot. That's no good, but another offensive rebound for the Blue Jackets. Senecas have got to do a better job getting those defensive rebounds. And once again, this is the fourth chance on this possession for the New Riegel Blue Jackets.
Get as many offensive rebounds as you want. Doesn't matter unless you put it in the hoop.
And the spacing on the floor is taking the big men from Calvert out of the paint, which is allowing those rebounding opportunities for those Blue Jackets down low.
Yeah, they've been kind of running this like 5-out kind of set mostly. I think trying to just get something inside and just force something in the lane, but also, like you said, Nate, gets his offensive rebounds.
Another missed shot. This one off the mark, and the Blue Jackets grab the rebound, and this time it goes off of the legs of a New Riegel player and goes to the Senecas. So 5 chances to get a basket on that possession, and they still come up empty-handed after a minute and a half. Ouch. You gotta like what you're seeing, though, if you're Dave Losey.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that aggressiveness right there, right on it. They want that ball back.
Full court press from the Blue Jackets. Wagner draws the double team. Beautiful find for Logan DeMoss. And Gavin Wagner is sitting there saying, you know what, you gonna double team me? Watch me, I got a basketball IQ better than most in the area. I'll find the open guy.
Yeah, that defense just swarms them every time, and that back door has been open a few times for the Senecas.
Oh. Defensive pressure and a foul is gonna go against Carter Wolf. That's his first foul. Shane Jones checking into the game for New Riegel. Scoreless in the first quarter is Jones, leading scorer for the Blue Jackets, coming in, as we said, in our player spotlight, brought to you by VICEK Orthodontics, averaging just about 15 points per game. But he is lethal from beyond the arc. 46% three-point shooter on the season.
Has he taken a three yet?
Not yet, but there's his first shot, and it goes in. Say his name, speak it into existence, I guess, right?
Apparently.
Just a little bit of mimicking the other team there. He just comes up and does the underhand toss into the basket there. Nice little look, nice little 2 points for you.
Grady Otterbacher pulls up from three.
Oh.
That one's in and out. And the rebound grabbed by the Blue Jackets. Work it around the perimeter. Jones down low for Holman. That one's poked away by Wolf. And, oh, what a heads-up play by Carter Wolf.
I don't know if that was poked away or thrown into him.
Oh, he threw it right into him.
No, yeah, I think like in the pass, it looked like it hit him, and then he was like, oh, wait a minute. And then, yeah, great IQ there to grab it and throw it off of him. I think I got that one on the replay here. Let's take a look. Yeah, let's see. Goes the pass. Yeah, they both kind of reached for it there, and then, yep, just throws it off his backside there. That's a great
Heads
IQ.
up.
Yeah.
Heads up play by Carter Wolf.
Yeah, good job to not just fall into the stands. Doesn't have a lot of room down there for it.
No.
Yeah.
Like I said, this is a tight court down here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even think I'd want to be a cheerleader down here.
No.
No.
I'd be like, dude, I'm going to get hit. For real.
DeMoss takes the entry pass and puts it up off the glass. Logan DeMoss with 6 points for the Senecas.
Yeah, well, even that.
Oh, it tries to knock it back in.
That floater off the mark. Wagner, spin move along the baseline. Puts it up, puts it in.
Nice.
Now that's just technique right there, man. That's footwork. That's knowing your spacing against the opponent. I mean, that's just beautiful work down low by Gavin Wagner. Timeout brought to you by First National Bank of Sycamore. Let's use this time and thank our sponsors for allowing us to bring this ball game to you live and paywall free right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. We'd like to thank Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, Hope in Fostoria, XCARET Mexican Restaurant, National Machinery, E&R Precision Lighting, Mullins Entertainment, Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouse, STEINMETZ Signs and Graphic Inc., Studio Squared, First National Bank of Sycamore, VICEK Orthodontics, UIS Insurance and Investments, the Ohio Army National Guard, Art Lessons by Chelsea Mullins, the Advertiser Tribune, FEASEL'S Frame and Collision, Tiffin DELUXE Services, Linda S. Ritzler Accounting, and the Edward Jones offices of Tiffin. All proud sponsors with us right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. As we come out of this timeout, brought to you by First National Bank of Sycamore. Senecas on a little run here. 4-0 run. And if you're New Riegel, coming out of this timeout, I think the message has to be, keep working hard on the glass. They've got to control the boards. We'll talk about our keys to the game here in just a minute, brought to you by E&R Precision Lighting. But that's part of it is, for New Riegel, they've got to win the rebounding battle tonight. They've got a couple of big guys down low that really can control the glass. They don't want to allow that to happen tonight. So that's a key to the game, brought to you by E&R Precision Lighting. For New Riegel, win the rebounding battle.
Yeah, they've done a pretty good job so far. As there's a loose ball turnover. Might get a fast break opportunity here.
Ritzler to Wolf. Put it up. Put it in.
I went ahead and posted the link for the fan poll in the comments of the video here tonight. So anybody watching that wants to go ahead and vote for their team, click on the link there, head on over to Instagram, give it a vote.
There you go. We've had quite a few responses already.
I figured that'd be the easiest way to show people the link.
And that one off of Logan Ritzler as he gets the swat at the basket.
The Ritzler.
The Ritzler. That's a name here at Calvert. That's a very well-known name. As Carson Paul takes the inbound pass, puts that one off the glass and in. Paul has had his hands full here tonight with Carter Wolf and Gavin Wagner. Down low, that one poked away, out of bounds. Last touch by Aiden Faith. They'll stay with the Senecas. 3:46 left to play here in the first half. Calvert leading by 6. Grady Otterbacher looking to inbound. Throws it into Logan Ritzler. Ritzler pulls up, left wing three. Logan Ritzler with 7 points.
That was just beautiful. Take another look at that one here. He like passes it away, sneaks over to the corner, then he sneaks back over on the other side. Boom.
Jones with a drive to the basket. What a mid-range jumper there. Right along the baseline for Shane Jones. It's his second basket here in the second quarter.
Hey, if you're not able to get those threes, just getting close to the basket, getting shots like that, that's how you get into rhythm.
And that one's going to go off the leg of Grady Otterbacher and out of bounds.
And that's the opposite of getting into rhythm.
Number 2, Carter Klaus. Number 22, Braden Shaw.
Carter Klaus and Braden Schalk checking in for the Blue Jackets. As Klaus takes the inbound. Inside of 3 minutes to play here in the first.
Keep my eyes peeled for a fan of the game here tonight. Last time we were here, we had fans on both sides dressed in all kinds of Christmas stuff. Now we're past the holiday season, so I don't see any cool outfits right now.
You know what's crazy, though, Greg? One of our fan of the games from one of the previous Calvert games. Remember the first Calvert game of the year?
Oh, yeah.
Who was our fan of the game for the first Calvert game of the year here at Calvert Gymnasium?
Our friend Patrick?
Yeah. Well, just so happens he's here again tonight, but he's not wearing the Calvert blue. No, he's traded his...
he's wearing a blue jacket?
He's traded his Calvert blue for a blue jacket. So I don't know. Can we have a fan of the game that's the same guy but for different teams? Switched his alliance.
So I guess that was never specified if we could repeat people or not. But
oh, they're going to get a blocking on Schumacher. I'll tell you, he's so willing to get on the floor. He does not care. He'll do the dirty work to get those offensive fouls if he has to.
Well, I'm surprised that was called against him. I don't know if you saw that, but Carter Klaus, I think...
threw a little elbow into it. Yeah, a little bit.
With it.
A little emphasis on that one.
The warning shot.
Klaus out to Jones. Jones draws the double team, kicks it back out to Klaus. Out to Holman for three. Alec Holman knocks down the three.
Pressure in the face and everything. Made that look easy.
4-point ball game. Under 2 minutes to play here in the first half.
Floated so beautifully. Just bang, right there, you see it.
Schumacher on the right wing. Out to Wolf. Now Otterbacher on the left wing. Down low for Wagner. Wagner gets himself a bird, but it gets swatted from behind. And the contact, as I believe this one's going to go on Carson Paul. It'll be his first. He didn't agree with the call. He went straight to the ref like, hey, what did I do wrong? What exactly, can you lay it out, define what exactly I did wrong?
Yeah, Wagner did a great job getting position there. Also a great find inside by Otterbacher.
Yeah.
Otterbacher getting 7 assists tonight. His passes like that. I'll show you why.
Otterbacher is obviously coach's son. He's got a very high basketball IQ.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
you don't see very many sophomores playing for John Otterbacher.
Yeah. You don't really see that many sophomores just contributing this much in general either.
Especially on a competitive basketball team like this.
Right.
1:20 to play here in the first half. 5-point lead for Tiffin Calvert. Paul pulls up from three, off the mark. Carter Wolf grabs the rebound for the Senecas. Otterbacher to DeMoss. DeMoss into the paint. Swatted from behind. Shane Jones with the rejection. With the elevation for that one.
He got up for that one.
Let's talk about our keys to the game, brought to you by E&R Precision Lighting. For Calvert, they got to move the ball. Find good shot opportunities. Keep that ball humming. Keep it moving. Find your shot opportunities, as DeMoss saved it but threw it off of his foot there. For New Riegel, keeping with the keys to the game, brought to you by E&R Precision Lighting.
I think. Nope, never mind, sorry.
New Riegel's going to have to win the rebounding battle tonight. We talked about that earlier. That's going to be the key for New Riegel. If they can win the battle on the glass, they should be able to come away with a win here tonight.
Yeah.
Here's your keys to the game, brought to you by E&R Precision Lighting. Carson Paul working on Gavin Wagner in the paint. Draws a double team, kick out for three. No, off the mark. Carter Wolf grabs the rebound for the Senecas. Otterbacher, DeMoss on the baseline, kicks it back out to Otterbacher. Now down low for Wagner. Out to DeMoss. Drives the baseline, picks up his dribble. And it's stolen away.
Yeah.
Nice steal by Carson Paul.
The thing keeping New Riegel isn't in this is few Calvert turnovers here in the second quarter.
Absolutely, that's a great point. That's something you mentioned earlier. Calvert does have a habit of turning the ball over.
Yeah.
Averaging about 18 per game.
They've had issues on these inbounds especially.
Paul hoists up a three off the mark. And that is the end of the first half. Tiffin Calvert leading 23-18. We'll step aside, take a timeout. We'll come back with the halftime show, brought to you by Hope in Fostoria. That's coming to you next right here on Heart of Ohio Sports.
Welcome to your Legacy Federal Credit Union, your trusted community credit union for over 70 years. We're not just a credit union, we're your personal financial counselor. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union is a full-service financial institution tailoring solutions to your needs. Whether it's your first home or planning for the future, we're here to help you find success. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, a legacy built on trust, commitment, and community.
Your legacy, your legacy.
We are your neighbors, your sons and daughters. We are learning life and job skills and getting an education. We're proud to serve Ohio. We are your Ohio Army National Guard. Learn more about part-time service at nationalguard.com/OH.
Heart of Ohio Sports gives fans the access they want when they want it. And the athletes get the coverage they deserve. Our broadcasts are free and they always will be. We don't hide behind a paywall.
When my family can't come to the games, they always watch on Heart of Ohio Sports.
For over 150 years, National Machinery in Tiffin has been setting the standard in metal forming technology. Our innovative cold forming machinery is trusted by industries worldwide, from automotive to aerospace. We pride ourselves on delivering top quality products and world-class customer support, ensuring your business runs smoothly. At National Machinery, we're more than just a company. We're your partner in precision, innovation, and success. Visit us online and see how we're shaping the future, one part at a time. Hope in Fostoria is your prevention headquarters. Overseeing CARSA, they lead the fight against substance abuse with impactful campaigns like Parents Who Host Lose the Most, Red Ribbon Week, and the Hidden in Plain Sight display. They also drive the Suicide Prevention Coalition, promoting the 988 Crisis Hotline, mental health awareness, and Max's Miles Suicide Prevention Walk. Hope in Fostoria would like to remind you that mental health and addiction issues do not discriminate, but sometimes people do. Words matter. Stop the stigma. The words we use to describe mental illness and substance use disorders can impact the likelihood that people will seek help and the quality of help they receive. The language used relating to addiction is important. Using the right words helps to decrease stigma. Here are some helpful tips. Talk about substance use disorder as a chronic illness, not a moral failing, and be a leader in reducing stigma and promoting recovery from this disease. Learn more about Hope in Fostoria and reducing stigma at hopeinfostoria.com.
Keep it locked in. You're watching Hoops on Hoos.
At First National Bank of Sycamore, we are a truly local bank that is community-based and community-focused. We are invested in your success, and our team is here to help. First National Bank of Sycamore, banking that just makes sense.
UIS Insurance and Investments, your hometown agency, providing a full range of insurance and financial services with a local touch. Contact your homegrown agent, Sam Schelt Palm, for a professional review today at 419-447-4242, extension 1132.
At Heart of Ohio Sports, it's obvious. The first thing that comes to mind is sports. But we do a lot more than just cover live sporting events.
Go, go, go!
When we want to watch our highlights from last night's game, there's only one place we go, Heart of Ohio Sports.
You're watching high school basketball right here on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.
Seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last chance. We're done. And the winner, number 23, Miles Wolf. Hey kids, if I can get some help picking up the balls. Ladies and gentlemen, if you bought your 50-50 tickets, the take home is $116. The winning number, 257559. Once again, that winning number, 257559. If you have the winning ticket, please come to the scorer's table.
All right, welcome back. We're here at Calvert Gymnasium, getting ready to start the second half as Tiffin Calvert leading New Riegel 23-18 here at the halftime period. Both these teams 6-1 in league play. Speaking of league play, there's another league that's got a lot going on at the top of the division. The N10 right now. There's a lot of jockeying going on for that top spot, and the two top teams right now, as of the last comment on our video feed, Barry Robinson saying it was tied 42-42 with 30 seconds left between Mohawk and Colonel Crawford.
I said 30 seconds left, and I was like, oh, they must have got an early start for that one.
Oh, yeah.
Had the snow coming down. Big Ohio State game tonight. Whatever.
I think this was the only game that didn't they moved it back a half hour, but every other team in the area moved their back to like 4 o'clock JV start, 4:30. Must not be very many Ohio State fans here. We're getting ready to start the third quarter. Nate Mullins, Greg the Wizard Kinn, Jacob Ellis, what can you tell us about that first half?
Whew, you know, we talked about both these teams giving up about 40 points tonight, and that's what they're both about on pace for right now. Just really gritty game. Someone on the floor at the end of every play, basically, but it's whoever's going to win that inside battle right now is who's going to come up on top in this one.
Great analysis from Jacob Ellis. Of course, Jacob and crew will be on the call for next week. You guys are going to be on your own for that one.
Oh, yeah.
No Wizard. I'll be out of town for that one. Nice drive to the basket. Oh! Carter Wolf unable to convert, but Gavin Wagner there to clean it up. Mohawk Colonel Crawford goes to overtime. So much for that early start. They're probably going to be about on pace for the same finish as us. Jones pulls up from mid-range, in and out along the baseline, and we're going to get a foul on the loose ball. That's going to go against Carter Wolf. That's his second foul and the first team foul here in the third quarter. It's been a pretty tight game throughout. Neither team really has separated.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a lot of scoring.
Jones from three, no good.
Yeah, a lot of defense, a lot of in-your-face defense, no shot opportunities, and then like you said, we've had rebounds after rebounds where they've taken 5 shots and not got a point out of it.
Yeah, that was crazy. Crazy possession.
Whoa, good job there, juggling the ball.
Carter Wolf gives it off to Logan Ritzler. Ritzler gives it to Wagner. Wagner into the paint.
Nice
Got a little
stop.
space.
Okay, Dirk.
Stop and pop. And Gavin Wagner knocked that one down.
Got some good stuff. He says, hey, I'm going to go up with it. No, I'm not, just kidding. I'll wait till you guys all jump, and then I got this.
Yeah, use the defender's momentum against him. 9-point lead for the Senecas. Blue Jackets with the possession. Shane Jones passes down low as Aiden Faith goes up and puts it off the glass and in. The 6'3" forward.
We don't see Carter Wolf get bullied too much, but it's pretty easy back down there from Faith.
That's a good point. You don't really see him get pushed around too much. As Wagner went up for it, was denied, but a foul is going to put him at the free throw line. There's a lot of jawing going on between Carson Paul and Gavin Wagner.
I've seen that.
It was happening in the first half, and it's just carried over here into the second half.
I'm sure he probably was just saying, hey, your uniform looks really nice tonight. He's like, yeah, yours too. You got a good haircut.
Yeah. You know, if I was Carson Paul, I don't think that's the matchup I would want to take on.
I wouldn't mess with the meat wagon.
Ooh,
look at that. All the way around the rim and in.
That one hit the back, bounced back to the front, then rolled all the way around. It reminds me, I saw some video the other day of last second shot in the NBA, but the shot took the full 3 seconds to go into the rim and the game ran out.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. They were down by 4 or something.
Couldn't even get the ball back.
Oh, what a nice move to the basket by Logan Ritzler.
Late foul there called, too.
And a blocking foul. Well, wait, who was the foul called on? if that was a blocking. Didn't he get a shot? Or were they saying that was before the shot?
I think they're saying it was after the shot because the points got added.
Yeah,
so
I was gonna
something
say,
must have happened.
That's crazy.
Off ball.
I'm not sure what happened there, but an 11-point lead for Tiffin Calvert.
Might be the largest of the night.
It is.
Yeah.
Baseline drive off the mark for Jaden Nye, but the putback by Aiden Faith. His second basket here in the third quarter.
Another offensive rebound for New Riegel.
And they really need more of that. They need more from Aiden Faith as well.
We got a little more information here about that Mohawk game, Nate, if you want to take a look at that. Just a little storytelling here.
Mohawk was up 42-35. Crawford rallied 7-0 to end it, to send it to overtime. Now Crawford up 48-44 with 30 seconds left in the overtime period.
They're going to rally to take it to overtime and rally to take the win?
I guess so.
That's the way it's looking right now.
There you go.
Crawford has been
That's a big game over
That's
there.
a tough team. They're the sole loss for the Old Fort Stockaders this year was to the Colonel Crawford Eagles.
Oh, nice shot
earlier
there
in the season. Shane Jones knocks down the first free throw.
Need a lot more of him. I think he had maybe 5 points first half.
Yeah, all in the second quarter.
Yeah.
That one off the mark. Wagner
Great
grabs the rebound. Nice box out there by the meat wagon.
Made himself about 8 foot tall to go up and grab that one.
Oh, yeah. Well, he tried to throw it down a minute ago, so there's a little more length.
Yeah.
Gavin
They've
Wagner
done it here.
into the paint, puts it up, puts it in over the outstretched arms of Carson Paul.
You said he's thrown one down this year, Greg?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Our first game of the year, he threw one down against Hopewell.
Nice. I think we had 2 in that game. Can't remember for sure. I have to go back and watch, which you can do anytime on Heart of Ohio Sports' YouTube page.
That's right.
Ooh.
What a
Nice
feed from
find.
Otterbacher, but that one swatted at the basket.
Nice.
But Wagner there to clean up the loose ball, put it up and in. Gavin Wagner with 18 points here, and we're still in the third quarter. Wow. Right under his season average of 18.7.
They've all been from like that 2-3 foot area. He's just dominating down low.
He's controlling the paint tonight on both ends of the floor. There hasn't been a whole lot of scoring opportunities for the Blue Jackets close to the basket.
Hasn't been a whole lot of timeouts either. I think it's only like the second, maybe the third one at most we've had tonight.
Timeout brought to you by First National Bank of Sycamore. Folks, don't forget to vote on our fan poll brought to you by UIS Insurance and Investments. Head over to our Instagram page. Find tonight's game day poster and cast your vote for your favorite team. It doesn't, like I always say, it's not about who you think's going to win. Just cast your vote for your favorite team. We'll reveal the results of the fan poll brought to you by UIS Insurance and Investments later in the broadcast.
Like we said, Nate, which team are you invested in?
That's right.
And if you scroll back up, if you're watching us on Facebook, I have put the link in the comments. So
go vote.
Simple as one click.
And I'll tell you what, our fan of the game brought to you by STEINMETZ Signs and Graphic Inc. Greg, at halftime, I think it was pretty obvious. I know Patrick Steyer's already been our fan of the game once this year, but he was wearing Calvert blue the first time. Now he's wearing New Riegel blue, and he had some great news to share with the crowd. Just phenomenal news for anybody following his story. You know, he's been dealing with a lot of health issues lately, recovering from a battle with leukemia. Well, he has been cleared by the doctors, and they say he is now cancer-free. And he got he got the news. He had his last treatment recently. So just outstanding news for Patrick Steyer.
And it doesn't get better than that, Nate. I say without a doubt, he can go ahead and have it for a second time.
Absolutely. Stolen away, coast to coast. Alec Holman lays it up and in. But yeah, once again, our fan of the game brought to you by STEINMETZ Signs and Graphic Inc. That goes to Patrick Steyer. Pass thrown away out of bounds by Logan Ritzler. I think he was expecting Schumacher to zig, and he zagged instead.
I mean, they did a great job of breaking that press, too, and it was a 3-on-1.
Jones pull up from inside the three-point arc. No good. Wolf grabs the rebound.
Jones trying to get it going. He's taking 3 or 4 jumpers in this quarter. Just hasn't hit any yet.
It seems like he's got a lot of a lot of height on his shot, but it's almost like he's out jumping his shot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's almost like his jumper's too hot.
Yeah, I mean, Calvert defense just making him uncomfortable.
That, and I think he's just, yeah. That's a great idea, Greg. Oh, there's a three-point shot. Shane Jones knocks down the three. 5-0 run here for the Blue Jackets.
Yeah, I thought I saw you snag a good picture there. So.
I did.
Barry Robinson says,
and one for, was Carter Wolf down there.
Barry Robinson says 53-50 Crawford right now with 8 seconds left.
Unreal. Carter Wolf draws the contact and earns himself a trip to the free throw line. Chance to convert on a three-point play the old-fashioned way.
Guys, I couldn't tell who it was, but it was someone a lot smaller than him down there.
And he got it. Carter Wolf knocks down the free throw, puts the Senecas back on top by 10.
It's a nice midi there from Aiden Faith.
Wagner with it. Pushing his way into the paint, puts that one up for his 20th point of the night. Senecas leading by 10. Timeout on the floor brought to you by First National Bank of Sycamore. And we'll take this time and thank our sponsors for allowing us to bring this broadcast to you live and paywall free right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. We'd like to thank Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, Hope in Fostoria, XCARET Mexican Restaurant, National Machinery, E&R Precision Lighting, Mullins Entertainment, Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouse, STEINMETZ Signs and Graphic Inc., Studio Squared, First National Bank of Sycamore, VICEK Orthodontics, UIS Insurance and Investments, the Ohio Army National Guard, Art Lessons by Chelsea Mullins, the Advertiser Tribune, FEASEL'S Frame and Collision, Tiffin Deluxe Services, Linda S. Ritzler Accounting, and the Edward Jones offices of Tiffin. All proud sponsors with us right here on Heart of Ohio Sports.
Proud sponsors, and we still got more games left, and we still got more spots if you want to be one of those proud sponsors.
That's absolutely right, Greg. And I think this is just this is the best way for a local small business to get their name out there. Especially, you got Valentine's Day coming up. If you got a business that relies on foot traffic, you rely on people coming to you for business, this is one of the best ways that you can find in the Seneca County area to push people to your business. Proven results.
And I love
seen it work.
I was going to say, I love the difference in the sponsors that we have because, you got your traditional Valentine's Day gifts like flowers and things like that. Then you got your untraditional gifts, too, that you can get from any of our sponsors. Get some
like
art
a
lessons.
bank account.
Or art lessons. I'll go with art lessons.
Nothing says romance like a shared bank account.
Hey, honey, I got us some nice checks this year.
They
got kitty cats on them.
They got hearts on them. Happy Valentine's Day, baby.
I put the Hoos logo on our checks, babe. I know how much you love Hoos, so I put it on our checks. A foul. Physical contact along the baseline. Logan DeMoss called for the foul. That's his first. Third team foul against Tiffin Calvert comes at the 45-second mark here in the third quarter. Nye pulls up, no good. Wolf grabs the rebound. 30 seconds left here in the third quarter. Grady Otterbacher tried to feed Wagner down low. They poked away out of bounds.
No need to rush here. No shot clock. I mean, you're up by 10. Might as well hold for the last shot.
Absolutely. where do you stand on shot clock for high school basketball? What do you think, Jacob?
I understand what people are saying, but I don't know. Oh, that's a charge. Good job there by, that was
Cameron
12?
Holman.
Cameron Holman.
Oh, they're going to call that a blocking foul on Holman. He must not have had his feet set.
I guess not, or getting some kind of explanation.
I don't know.
But yeah, I think overall in terms of basketball, I mean the skill level between, you know, all the divisions and just how many, it's so different. So, you know, like Division I in a really good basketball state compared to the lowest division in a small state, like,
yeah,
I feel like it's got to work for all of them or it's going to work for none of them, you know.
Yeah,
so I'm
great point.
Against it and just, you know, work on your skills in high school. Work on, you know, a lot of the fundamental stuff.
It's for some teams it's a focus. For others, they're just trying to showcase the talent they have on the team.
Yeah.
And a foul. That one's going to go on Schumacher. You know, Calvert might be doing a good job cleaning the glass tonight, but somebody needs to clean the glass on these backboards because it's pretty dirty.
Yeah, we can see the marks from.
I'm just saying, you know, like. Maybe that's a job for Hammer Cam. Get him up on a ladder. I would love to see that. Can I throw basketballs at him while he's up there?
Sure.
Those little beanbag ones. That's the end of the third quarter. Tiffin Calvert leading 42-30. We'll step aside, take a timeout. We'll come right back. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports. STEINMETZ Signs and Graphic Ink is here for all of your printing and design needs. From reunions to small events, to business apparel and even vehicle lettering, they've got you covered. They make the gear that you make your memories in. STEINMETZ Signs and Graphic Ink. You're watching high school basketball right here on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.
Need the Heart of Ohio ball game on.
Welcome back to Tiffin Calvert Gymnasium. We start the fourth quarter of action. Senecas lead the Blue Jackets 42-30. Nate Mullins, Greg the Wizard Kinn, and Jacob Ellis on the call with you here tonight. Lathan Chapman doing an outstanding job on the main camera, keeping us locked in on the action here tonight. 12-point lead for the Senecas as we start the fourth quarter. Jacob, what's your thoughts here on this first three quarters?
Really, that third quarter kind of stood out. Calvert just kind of taking control, and it wasn't like a quick run. It was just slowly over each minute. That lead just kind of slowly got there. But it's really been law offices of Wolf and Wagner today. That's the difference in this game.
That's a great point. Carson Paul drives to the basket. Ooh. Wagner with the block, but a foul. Contact on the way to the basket. We do have a final from the Colonel Crawford Mohawk game, thanks to Barry Robinson for the updates. As Colonel Crawford defeats Mohawk 53-50, they stay unbeaten in the N10. And Mohawk falls for the first time in the 2024-25 campaign. That's their first loss of the season, Greg. Of course, we'll have the second matchup. We'll have that rematch later on this year, right here on Heart of Ohio Sports.
It's one of your half-point shots, Greg.
Both free throws off the mark there for the Blue Jackets. Ritzler, nice drive along the baseline and lays it up and in.
He threw that one in like he was angry at the basket.
Yeah. Yeah, the rematch for that Mohawk Colonel Crawford game will be coming to you live right here on Heart of Ohio Sports February 12th. Live from Mohawk Gymnasium. Yeah.
Yeah. And then what a game that's going to be after seeing this.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Inbound pass stolen away. But we have a loose ball. I think it's going to be a held ball on the floor. And possession arrow will favor the Senecas. So Tiffin Calvert gets the ball back. 7:12 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Don't forget to stick around for our defensive player of the game in the postgame show. Of course, postgame show brought to you by Your Legacy Federal Credit Union. All replays tonight presented by not First National, just National Machinery.
First National Machinery Bank of Tiffin. Of Sycamore. Got a foul shot down here.
I think we must have missed a technical or something.
Technical called against the Blue Jackets. Must have gone against the Blue Jackets coaching staff.
Yeah, that's what we're hearing.
Dave Losey's been known to make his voice heard in any gymnasium he's in. And he fights for his guys. That's the thing. Yeah. He's a great coach, and he really does fight for his players. Like, he will be that voice for the players on his team. He's a phenomenal leader.
Yeah, I mean, and as a player, when you had a coach that you know is going to have your back, you play a lot harder.
Jones with the steal, pass.
Oh, come
Shot
on.
off the mark.
Oh, my goodness.
Playing volleyball under the basket.
Wow.
Once again, another second chance opportunity for the Blue Jackets, but a foul.
Second, third, fourth chance opportunity. Like you said, they looked like they were playing volleyball. They just, each one kept batting it back up. Come on, just go in the basket. Just go in.
Logan DeMoss called on the foul.
It's a heck of a steal, though. You snatch that one away and drive it down there, but
snatch it up.
Still can't put it in.
Jaden Nye to Paul.
Oh, he slipped
Shane
on the
Jones.
floor.
And we're going to get a foul on the floor.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't understand that. He went down to get the ball. Nye shot off the mark. Well, ball don't lie.
Yeah.
Denied.
I love high school basketball because someone just slipped there and they're like, you know what,
another
just play
person.
through it.
What is going on with the floor tonight?
Where do we get the big mop? You know that big square mop with the squeegee on it? How do we get one of those out here?
I've just seen two guys slip and fall in the last 10 seconds.
Seems like a job for Jeff Hammer.
I think you think every job's for Jeff Hammer.
He needs to be doing something. He's just standing around taking pictures.
Oh, the bathroom's toilet's plugged up again. Get Jeff in here.
Come on, Jeff, get in there.
Yeah, imagine coming to a game just to set up a camera for the whole thing.
I mean, come on, who does that? Especially if you're blocking people's view. I mean, come on.
Uh-oh.
Jaden Nye pulls up from the elbow, off the mark, misses everything. That one didn't even land in the SBC River.
No splash there.
No splash. Senecas with a 16-point lead. Wagner takes the entry pass, puts it up, no good, grabs his own rebound, and puts it up and in.
That's just stat batting right there.
That's good stuff.
Drive to the basket, and Aiden Faith draws the contact and a shooting foul. That's Carter Wolf's third foul here in the ball game. Boy, John Schumacher he's so scrappy, I swear. 4 fouls for Schumacher, no points. But 4 fouls, man. He come off that bench. It's like he's that Othello Hunter, you know what I mean? Like the old school guy to come in and he'd do the dirty work.
Oh, yeah. And he's not putting a lot of stats up, but I mean, he's getting a lot of loose balls, getting a lot of deflections. It adds up.
The Charles Oakley, that kind of guy who's just going to come in and he's going to clean up the glass.
Oh, yeah. Do dirty work.
Ritzler. Oh, what a move by Logan Ritzler.
Wow. Yeah, that one gets a replay. That was smooth. So smooth.
Look at the up and under. Drive the baseline. A little whoop-de-doo.
Just the accuracy you have to underhand that and get it back up in there.
Oh,
Incredible
Jones. Somehow able to stay under control. Wagner with the block out of bounds. But Shane Jones down along the baseline. I don't know how he didn't go out of bounds with the ball. 50-31. despite the score, this has been a really fun ball game here.
Oh, absolutely.
It doesn't feel like it's been a blowout.
It's just gotten away from the Blue Jackets here in these last 7-8 minutes of game time.
Yeah, well, they're not hitting any shots.
Wow.
They're getting looks.
That should be a travel.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is. Turnover gives it back to the Senecas with a 19-point lead and 5:07 left to play here in the ball game. Well, Lathan, we spoke too soon. You said it was going to be a good game at halftime. You go, we've covered a lot of blowouts this year. He's been to a couple of them already, but
now you just hold your
still
hand.
5 minutes to go. Still 5 minutes to play. Well, and a Dave Losey coach team, I mean, they're never out of anything.
Yeah.
He's going to keep these guys in the game.
Another person on the floor.
Yeah, they teed up Wolf.
Carter
there.
Wolf draws the technical. He must have said something because it was a delayed call. The call wasn't for the contact. It was for whatever was said after the contact when the player was on the floor. Because he was on the floor for a second. Wolf looked down at him, and we don't have a mic on the floor level. I don't think we wanted one in that case.
I think he said, "Are you okay, young man? You look like you need help up."
Yeah, I like it. Again, I like your jersey, by the way.
Nye converts on the first free throw. He's got 3 points.
I absolutely love when these bots comment on our video saying, "Here's the link for the stream that you're watching."
Yeah.
Like, my goodness, could you be smarter?
Well, it's not even the stream, it's a streamed.
Streamed. Here's the link for the streamed.
Guys, I think this is the only gym I've ever been to that has the clock change color when the clock's running and when it's not.
Yes.
Yeah, the
love
scoreboard
that.
here is kind of neat. Like, I like how the winning score is a different color too.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
The team who's winning is in a different color.
That is, I love that little nuanced detail.
And Carter Klaus off the mark on the 3. Logan DeMoss called for an off-the-ball foul. That's his 4th foul. And it's the 5th team foul, which puts Carson Paul at the free throw line. And New Riegel in the bonus now for the rest of this one. So, yeah, maybe we spoke a little too soon here, guys.
I was just going to say, I noticed that probably the last 3 minutes of this quarter had gone by a lot slower than the rest of the game. I said, we got a lot of time left.
Gotta hit your free throws there. As Carson Paul off the mark on the first.
I think according to our stat sheet, New Riegel has the third worst free throw percentage.
I was just about to say they're shooting about 64% from the floor from the season. And that's not a good stat.
No.
And Klaus, he was out of, I don't know how he didn't step out of bounds. The referee was right there, so obviously he had a better view than I did. But
they've been doing the tightrope act down there tonight.
Schumacher.
Whoa. Oh, way to get that one back. Got it knocked out and turned around and said, no.
No.
I got that.
And a foul. Going to be called on Carson Paul. That'll be his 3rd. And the 3rd team foul against New Riegel comes at the 4:17 mark here in the 4th.
Saw Gavin Wagner wide open for 3. I could see his eyes light up from here that he wanted to take.
I don't even know if he's taken one this year. I don't think he has. Yeah. No, he has taken 2 3-pointers this year. 2 out of his 115 shots on the year have been 3-pointers.
Has he made either one?
Timeout on the floor brought to you by First National Bank of Sycamore. It gives me a little bit of time to talk about our friends at Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouse. They've been your trusted local florist in Tiffin since 1847. From stunning arrangements to everyday flowers, Wagner's helps you say it beautifully. Whether it's celebrating victories or supporting your loved ones, visit them at their beautiful flower shop on Greenfield Street or order online at wagnerflowers.com with convenient pickup and delivery options. Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouse is where tradition blooms. It's surreal when you're there. It's a different environment there at Wagner Flower Shop. The greenhouse, they've been there since 1847. Wow. Now, obviously, they've done some improvements over the years, but what's crazy to me is it'll be 19, 20 degrees outside, 25 degrees. You walk in there, it's 70 year-round. Beautiful. It's like a tropical environment in there. But definitely stop in and see what they have to offer at Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouse.
Yeah, for sure. And like you talked about Valentine's Day coming up right around the corner.
Yep.
There's plenty of these businesses that'll mail you flowers, mail you this and that, but you don't know what you're getting when you order something through the mail. You go out to Wagner's and you pick out, and you know exactly what you're getting for your loved one.
And you can even set it up to where you can deliver it for them. You can have them deliver it for you to your significant other's work. That's a great way to earn some brownie points. Sending flowers to your wife at work.
Are you going to send some to Chelsea at work?
Yeah, well, how would I do that? Hey, let's turn around and don't have to deliver very far.
Walk out the door and walk right back in. Chelsea, we got something for you.
That'd be hilarious. Make her own flower arrangement.
Oh, my gosh.
For those of you who are unaware, my wife works at Wagner Flower Shop, and yeah, that would be awfully funny.
But yeah, for sure, with the holiday coming up, you want to get in there and get yourself the pick of the litter through all them tasty flowers.
Three-pointer on the way, off the mark from Braden Schalk. Foul under the basket. Second chance opportunity. That one goes on Grady Otterbacher. That'll send Shane Jones to the free throw line. Jones with 8 points here tonight. Blue Jackets just unable to get much going on the offensive end.
Credit to I feel like it's a lot more Calvert defense than it is New Riegel offense. I mean, they've just been everywhere.
Yeah.
Nice. Get both of them to go there.
2 for 2 from the free throw line for Shane Jones. He's got 10 points here tonight. And a timeout called by Carter Wolf with 3:37 left in the fourth quarter. Lathan sitting there like, come on, guys, why are you calling timeouts? We got a ball game to watch. They already start? Did they start without us? All right, good. They can't start yet. Call them, tell them, hey, Lathan, call them real quick. Make sure they know we're not done yet, so they can't start that game. Timeout brought to you by First National Bank of Sycamore.
I think Ryan Day's probably watching us right now, so he probably already knows they can't start yet.
No, he's looking for Lou Holtz.
He's always looking for Lou Holtz.
Speaking of looking, I was looking around here in the crowd, and I happened to spot Robin VICEK from VICEK Orthodontics. I'm telling you, folks, are you ready to love your smile? Go to VICEK Orthodontics. They're all about creating confident, healthy smiles for every age. Dr. VICEK and the team use the latest techniques to make your orthodontic journey comfortable and effective. Discover the difference of personalized care and a smile you'll be proud to show off. Schedule your consultation with VICEK Orthodontics today, where they bring out the best in every smile. 3:24 left to play in the ballgame. Grady Otterbacher, nice kick to Wolf. Off the mark just a little bit, so he wasn't able to capitalize.
Able to wrangle it in now.
Schumacher grabs the loose ball. Double teamed.
Wow.
Turns it over.
Wow.
And Braden Schalk grabs the loose ball. And a timeout called by Dave Losey. That was a heads-up timeout by Coach Losey there.
That was
because
smart, yeah.
He could have been called for traveling. His momentum was still carrying him on the floor.
I think that one ref down here almost was about to. I saw him do the motion over here, so.
Yeah, heads-up timeout by Dave Losey. And we'll keep it right here.
I love that. Like, you just call timeout to get out of it. Imagine, like, false starting in football, and they're like, wait, no,
I called timeout. Well, I mean, that's kind of like icing the kicker, though. You know? Call that timeout, make him kick the field goal, and then,
Yeah, but it'd be more so like kicking the field goal and knowing you're going to miss it and then being like, timeout.
Yeah, I call timeout.
I want to re-kick.
Right. Carter Klaus pulls up from 3, off the mark. That goes out of bounds. Last touched by the Blue Jackets.
I don't think there is an out of bounds here in this gym. I think you just hit the wall.
Yep.
And they're like, oh, that's it.
This is Arena Football League rules down here.
There was a gym I played at in Findlay in high school. It was so small that you could go back to the free throw line on the other side, like the half court to free throw line. Like that other free throw line was considered a backcourt violation.
What?
That was awesome.
That's a timeout called by Tiffin Calvert before the 10-second violation. That was pretty close.
Yeah.
To being a violation in the backcourt, but timeouts once again brought to you by First National Bank of Sycamore. Let's thank our sponsors real quick. As we got about 2:44 left to play in the ball game, we'd like to thank Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, Hope in Fostoria, XCARET Mexican Restaurant, National Machinery, E&R Precision Lighting, Mullins Entertainment, Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouse, STEINMETZ Signs and Graphic Inc., Studio Squared, First National Bank of Sycamore, VICEK Orthodontics, UIS Insurance and Investments, the Ohio Army National Guard, Art Lessons by Chelsea Mullins, the Advertiser Tribune, FEASEL'S Frame and Collision, Tiffin Deluxe Services, Linda S. Ritzler Accounting, and the Edward Jones offices of Tiffin. All proud sponsors right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. And like we said earlier, folks, if you're a business owner, you want to get your name out there, it's a great time of year to put your name into the eyes and ears of a lot of dedicated fans, passionate local fans here in your community.
Nate, this is why I like that there's no shot clock in high school, because this and just chaos, like this is a lot of work on the court.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exhausting.
Wagner.
Oh my goodness.
Third chance, but he's fouled. No foul. They're going to let him play. Stripped away.
Again, what is going on with this
And that one goes out of bounds.
They need to get someone out there to dry that up.
Did everybody just go stomp in the snow beforehand or something? Like, what's going on right now?
I think it was all those little basketballs all over the floor.
Oh, yeah.
Must have had some grease on them.
Everybody
eating popcorn?
I was going to say eating popcorn.
Yeah, I would do it.
Slices of pizza or something like that.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Let me throw my basketball real quick.
We need to get us a pizza sponsor. We need a pizza place to sponsor our broadcast.
Yeah, and I'll even eat the pizza on the air just for you guys.
Yeah.
I think we should have like a halftime segment of like ranking pizza with the Wizard.
Oh.
Ranking pizza with the Wizard. It's good.
Yeah.
All of it's good.
All of it's good.
He just sits there and eats pizza for 10 minutes and tells you what.
I'll tell you what, this tastes like pizza, guys.
Expert analysis.
Dynamite drop in.
Can't get that one to drop.
Scrum for the ball, and Schumacher. Sorry, Mike. Schumacher comes up with the loose ball. And timeout just before the foul. Or no.
They called a foul there, a block.
They did call a blocking foul. I thought Losi got the timeout before the foul, but 15-point lead for Tiffin Calvert. It was 23-18 at halftime.
Yeah, it was Gavin Wagner. I mean, just getting probably, what, 15 points this half?
Yeah.
That'll do it.
22 points for Wagner. Him and Logan Ritzler leading the way for this Seneca squad tonight.
Classic throwing the ball off the foot of the other guy.
Oh, yeah.
Always fun.
Just funny looking.
Schumacher feeds it to Wagner.
It's just playing keep away now.
Yeah.
Reach-in foul called on Carson Paul.
That's smart, too, because you don't want to be out here just taking wild shots, missing them, giving up the rebounds, and giving them more chances to get those points here.
Yeah, Calvert has 0 reasons to take a shot right now. But
Grady Otterbacher at the free throw line. He's a 50% shooter on the season. Knocks down the first.
the end of these games feel like the most like you play capture the flag as a kid and you have the flag and you're running. That's what the end of these games feels like.
That's Otterbacher's first point of the ball game.
Huh.
Came into this one averaging 7.7 points per game. They got both of them to go there. The pull up from mid-range is off the mark from Alec Homan. Yeah, 1:20 to play here as the Senecas look to close this one out and take control of the second place in the SBC River.
Yep.
And that is a 10-second violation against the Senecas. We'll turn the ball back over to the Blue Jackets.
I am not even down there playing and just watching this defense frustrates me. I'm like, get out of my face.
Right.
Get out of my face.
It's like playing you in Madden. Stop.
Oh, my goodness.
Get away from me. Why can't I call play action on any play?
Yeah, that's a offense. I think it was a frustration foul there by Shane Jones. He just elbowed someone to the floor.
Gave him the old Mike Tomlin trip.
They gave him a sideline warning.
Oh, yeah. That was...
Carson Paul steals the inbound.
Ooh.
And a foul. Going to go on Schumacher, and that'll be his 5th, so he'll have to check out of the game.
No, yeah, this really has been a much closer game than this score at the end is going to indicate here, guys. It's just a nice little stretch there in the third where Calvert pulled away, and then other than that, it's been pretty deadlocked for both of these teams.
Yeah.
It shows a lot to the coaching, too, with Coach Losey. I mean, these guys are down 17, and they're still playing with the intensity of a tie ball game.
Oh, that's signature
Yeah.
Dave Losey. These kids, they're going to fight till the end.
Yeah, that's a good culture right there.
Carson Paul knocks down both free throws. Senecas with it, trying to control this last possession. Grady Otterbacher to Carter Wolf.
Goodness, it's triple team there.
Paul swatted at the basket by Grady Otterbacher.
Man.
Wagner tried to go up for the dunk, but Carson Paul says, not in my house. Oh, wait, this isn't his house, but still. Not in my paint.
We are not going to let that happen. That's what he said.
Well, he's been pretty on top of anytime Wagner tries to go up for those dunk attempts. He's like, man, you ain't showing me up tonight, man. Gavin Wagner at the free throw line with 22 points here tonight, leading the way for both teams. Leading all scorers.
So I don't know if it's just me, guys, but you can tell, I can tell from them running around these last few minutes that it's getting hot in here.
Yeah.
I can feel the heat.
Yeah, I'm sweating for them.
I'm always sweating. There's some mass substitutions here as Tiffin Calvert, a few players checking in. I think Tucker Coleman's name was just called. Tucker Coleman in. I think that's Max Herbert.
Number 20.
Number 3, Max Herbert. Number 20, Cohen Stoll. Number 5, Liam Shum. Or is that Iman Moreno? That is Iman Moreno. That's who that is. And we have Vincenzo Lyons.
That's a fun name.
Vincenzo.
Yeah, I asked him, is it Vinny or Vincenzo? He's like, Mom would prefer Vincenzo. Cohen Stoll grabs the loose ball. For New Riegel on the floor currently, number 4, Alec Homan. Number 3, Quinn Allison. Number 42, Owen Coomer. Number 22, Braden Schalk. And number 13, Jaden Nye. It's your 5 on the floor for the Blue Jackets as Cohen Stoll knocks down the first free throw. Two for 2 for Cohen Stoll.
Like you said, Jacob, look at them still, with like 10 seconds left, still throwing the ball down the court. They still want some more points.
Shucking and ducking.
The Senecas come away with a victory. They moved to 8-2 on the season, and more importantly, 7-1 in the SBC River, and claiming that second place spot in the River. We're going to step aside, take a timeout. We'll come back with the postgame show brought to you by your Legacy Federal Credit Union. Final score, Tiffin Calvert 56, New Riegel 37. We'll be right back after this.
Welcome to your Legacy Federal Credit Union, your trusted community credit union for over 70 years. We're not just a credit union, we're your personal financial counselor. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union is a full-service financial institution tailoring solutions to your needs. Whether it's your first home or planning for the future, we're here to help you find success. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, a legacy built on trust, commitment, and community.
Your legacy, your legacy.
Heart of Ohio Sports gives fans the access they want when they want it. And the athletes get the coverage they deserve. Our broadcasts are free, and they always will be. We don't hide behind a paywall.
When my family can't come to the games, they always watch on Heart of Ohio Sports.
For over 150 years, National Machinery in Tiffin has been setting the standard in metal forming technology. Our innovative cold forming machinery is trusted by industries worldwide, from automotive to aerospace. We pride ourselves on delivering top quality products and world-class customer support, ensuring your business runs smoothly. At National Machinery, we're more than just a company. We're your partner in precision, innovation, and success. Visit us online and see how we're shaping the future one part at a time. Hope in Fostoria is your prevention headquarters. Overseeing CARSA, they lead the fight against substance abuse with impactful campaigns like Parents Who Host Lose the Most, Red Ribbon Week, and the Hidden in Plain Sight display. They also drive the Suicide Prevention Coalition, promoting the 988 Crisis Hotline, mental health awareness, and Max's Miles Suicide Prevention Walk. Hope in Fostoria would like to remind you that mental health and addiction issues do not discriminate, but sometimes people do. Words matter. Stop the stigma. The words we use to describe mental illness and substance use disorders can impact the likelihood that people will seek help and the quality of help they receive. The language used relating to addiction is important. Using the right words helps to decrease stigma. Here are some helpful tips. Talk about substance use disorder as a chronic illness, not a moral failing, and be a leader in reducing stigma and promoting recovery from this disease. Learn more about Hope in Fostoria and reducing stigma at hopeinfostoria.com.
Keep it locked in. You're watching Hoops on Hoos.
Want to take your marketing plan to the next level? Let's talk. Shoot us an email at hoosbroadcasting@gmail.com.
UIS Insurance and Investments, your hometown agency, providing a full range of insurance and financial services with a local touch. Contact your homegrown agent, Sam Schelt Palm, for a professional review today at 419-447-4242, extension 1132.
At Heart of Ohio Sports, it's obvious. The first thing that comes to mind is sports. But we do a lot more than just cover live sporting events.
When we want to watch our highlights from last night's game, there's only one place we go. Heart of Ohio Sports.
You're watching high school basketball right here on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.
For over 150 years, National Machinery in Tiffin has been setting the standard in metal forming technology. Our innovative cold forming machinery is trusted by industries worldwide, from automotive to aerospace. We pride ourselves on delivering top quality products and world-class customer support, ensuring your business runs smoothly. At National Machinery, we're more than just a company. We're your partner in precision, innovation, and success. Visit us online and see how we're shaping the future one part at a time.
Keep it locked in. You're watching Hoops on Hoos.
Heart of Ohio Sports is owned by Mullins Entertainment and located inside Studio Squared in downtown Tiffin. The space features a state-of-the-art podcast studio, open for public use. Building a platform for creators is one of our top priorities.
UIS Insurance and Investments, your hometown agency providing a full range of insurance and financial services with a local touch. Contact your local homegrown agent, Jeff Leopold, for a professional review today at 419-447-4242, extension 1144.
We connect fans to the action like no one else can. As a business in today's market, you got to stay ahead of the game. And what better way than to get on board with the fastest growing brand in media today? I mean, you can take it from me, or you can just listen to them.
When recruiters want to see our game film, we tell them they can watch it on Heart of Ohio Sports.
You're watching high school basketball right here on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.
It's the gift that keeps on giving. You're watching Hoops on Hoops.
Welcome back to Tiffin Calvert Gymnasium. Final score, Tiffin Calvert 56, New Riegel 37. What started out as a pretty promising ball game ended up as the Senecas separated themselves at the end of the game. And, I mean, they really took off in the third quarter. That was the story of this one. Was that third quarter. It was a 23-18 game at halftime. But Tiffin Calvert, Gavin Wagner really took over in that third quarter and put their foot on the gas and never let up. 42-30 was the score at the end of the third quarter. And then 56-37 was your final score. So big-time win for Tiffin Calvert. This was a big game. This was one we had circled on the calendar. Both these schools obviously jockeying for position. And I feel like, you know, this was one of those games where both teams wanted this one. It's not one team wanted it more than the other one. That's not the case. It's just a case of one team's shots was falling more than the other. I mean, you could tell they fought throughout this entire ball game tonight, Greg. Like I said, it wasn't a case of Calvert wanted this one more than New Riegel, because they were fighting all the way up until the very end of this ball game.
Yeah, absolutely. It was going to be a hard-fought win no matter which team walked away with the victory tonight, because nobody was getting it easy, that's for sure.
Yeah. Well, once again, you're tuned in here on the postgame show brought to you by Your Legacy Federal Credit Union. We'll talk about our defensive player of the game as Jacob Ellis rounds up our player of the game. But tonight, defensive player of the game goes to Carter Wolf. Had to have at least 10 rebounds. I don't keep rebounding stats. I probably should, but that's hard to do while you're trying to keep track of everything else here. But once again, big performance from Carter Wolf. Last time we were here when they played the Hopewell Loud Chieftains back in 2024, Carter Wolf was our player of the game.
You made it seem like
and
it was
Gavin
so
Wagner
long
was
ago.
our
You just threw me
back
off
in
so
2024.
bad. I was like, wait, what? Like, why are we going back so far? Oh, we're not.
But no, Carter Wolf was the player of the game, and Gavin Wagner was our defensive player of the game. This time, we'll just flip-flop them. How about that?
I mean, it just goes to show you how they're, great teammates and there for whatever side of the ball you need them to be on.
And they're leading the way for this team. Both seniors, both taking that on themselves, taking the onus on themselves to be that presence not only on the court but off the court. They're both great leaders within this squad, within this school, and Gavin Wagner is really taking his game to another level this year, and that's why tonight he's going to be our player of the game. But for defensive player of the game, brought to you by Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouse. I think we got a Buckeye touchdown. That's what it looks like. People celebrating. Buckeye tutty.
You can't give a Buckeye touchdown defensive player of the game. I don't think it works that way.
But our defensive player of the game goes to Carter Wolf.
Everybody's getting excited out here in the crowd. They're like, Nate, look, we scored. All right, Nate, you want to talk about?
That's one of the Wagners right there from Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouse.
Well, how appropriate to be on the screen right now.
Absolutely. You're on for your own segment. She says, go higher. She's getting coached up.
That's awesome. Nate, you want to talk about our fan of the game here while we're waiting for our interview?
Absolutely. Our fan of the game brought to you by STEINMETZ Signs and Graphic Inc. And I'll tell you what, tonight, it was hard to give it to anybody else. Patrick Steyer, just a heartwarming story of his triumph over cancer, his final treatment for leukemia, put that in the rearview mirror, and now recovering, getting back to health. And it's such a great sight to see him smiling again, man. I mean, you could tell this really weighed on him for a long time. These last few years have been really hard for him.
Yeah, it's been a battle.
And he has battled, and I'll tell you what, you can't say that guy's not a fighter.
Oh, absolutely not. And like does it all with a huge smile on his face all the time. You love to see it. You want to take a quick look at the fan poll, too, before we get to our final interview here?
I don't think Jacob knows our player of the game's up here.
Jacob! Yeah.
No, you're supposed to be up here. He's supposed to have your belt, though.
He was looking for you. I saw him go
Have
this
a seat,
way.
bub.
Here, get his headset there.
You got a headset here.
But, yeah, before we get to this interview here and we wrap things up, let's go ahead and take a look at that fan poll, Nate, and see how people voted here tonight.
Once again, our fan poll brought to you by UIS Insurance and Investments. How'd we turn out tonight? Oh, we need.
Wow.
That was close. Had a lot of responses tonight. I think we had over 15 responses on the fan poll.
Thank you.
Great job by the fans.
Two passionate fan bases for sure.
Absolutely. But once again, we got our player of the game. We've got him here on the broadcast with us. The Meat Wagon delivers once again here at Tiffin Calvert Gymnasium. Gavin Wagner.
What's up?
How we doing, buddy?
Good, how are you?
Doing wonderful, man. All right, let's talk about this one. Big win for you guys here tonight, man. Both these teams coming into this one at 6-1 in league play. Obviously, second place in the league isn't where you want to be, but it's where you got to be right now when it comes to this matchup here. What was the mentality coming into this one?
It's a league game. We got to win them all at this point, yeah.
Yeah, the way Old Fort started out the year, man, that's kind of, you guys got to keep winning. You got to keep winning. You got to get that rematch later on in the year. But, man, what a tough team. This New Riegel team, I feel like every time you guys play them, they bring it.
They play hard.
And that's kind of the signature of a Dave Losey coach team. He's going to get those guys prepared. He's going to have them fight until the very end. I mean, they were even down double-digit points at the end, and they're still pushing. They're still trying.
Hard.
They're still playing full court press. I mean, it's just that's the kind of team that Dave Losey's known for.
They're tough.
And when I was looking at the stats, I'm like, there's not one guy who really stands out. Obviously, Shane Jones, we know all about him. He's a great athlete. But there's not one guy that really stands out on that stat sheet. They're just, how do you prepare for a team like that when they don't have one guy that you can key on? You got to key on everybody.
Yeah, it's just a lot of preparation goes into that and just playing our game.
Yeah. And you guys did that here tonight. Big time win. 56 points on the offensive end, but I think defensively is really where you guys won this game tonight. I thought that was going to be the key for tonight, was you guys needed to find a way to shut them down, keep them under 40 points here tonight. You did that. You're averaging about 45 points a game defensively. You held them under your season average. Talk about what is the mentality the rest of the season? What's your guys' goals for the rest of this season?
Play our game, win out.
Win out. All right. So what do we got next? What's the next matchup?
Clyde tomorrow.
Clyde tomorrow. Is that going to be at Clyde?
It's at Clyde.
Okay.
Right back at it. Right back to work.
Absolutely. And that's a late game, right? It's a 7.
No,
that's early?
It's the freshmen play at 3:30.
Shoo.
Freshmen play at 3:30. Everything else follows.
Okay. So there you go, folks. That's going to be a big one. Head over to Clyde. Check that one out. We won't be on the call for that one, but hey, go over there, show some support for the Senecas as they make the trip over to Clyde. But league-wise, man, you guys sitting now in second place. You sole possession of second place. Obviously, absolutely. All right. Well, hey, once again, outstanding performance here tonight. Gavin Wagner, our player of the game, brought to you by Heart of Ohio Sports. Our defensive player of the game, make sure you let him know, Carter Wolf.